have to chill. You can't be asking these women, oh, I don't have much time. Can you really be with me? Is this going to work? You just met her.
Your mental state is so important at those socials. I can't stress that enough. You guys have been to a social, some of you before, and it's like going on a bunch of mini dates at once, and you may go to a table and you may not have such a great experience at that table, but you have to wipe that from your mind to the next table, because if you carry that with you, then you kind of infect that next opportunity, and you don't want to do that. And it's hard. It's really not an easy thing. And I really don't envy you guys, because I was lucky enough to meet my wife. But I went through the process. I had to go through the same things that you guys are going through. But it's not the easiest thing for men to do, because we're not used to being the hunted, so to speak. We're usually the hunters. But when you have all these women in the room, all of a sudden the tables change a little bit. We're not used to that dynamic. Most of us have never experienced it. I mean, these wonderful women experience it all the time because they're all beautiful. And when they go in a room, all the men are going this way, and those numbers are always in their favor. Well, tonight, the numbers are going to be more in your favor. And that is a little disconcerting for some of the men. So try to just knock that out of your mind. Just have fun. The women are drawn to guys who can smile, have some kind of self-deprecating humor, that kind of thing, right? If you could do those kind of things, you'll be fine, right? Because they love that. But if you're really uptight, nervous, and how are you? What do you do? And you make just like an interview with a spotlight on, that's no fun for anybody, right? So you gotta have jokes, you gotta just fun. And sometimes with the intercultural joking, it's a little bit difficult because it doesn't go over the right way. And sometimes that can be funny. Practice your Spanish on some of the women. I remember in Russia when I would sit down at the table years and years ago, I'd say, "Cocktaila, how are you?" And they're like, "Cocktaila, that's a real informal greeting, right? That you normally wouldn't do." So, but if you do stuff like that, the women all of a sudden, it melts the ice a little bit, right? And so do that, have fun, and the women will be more attractive, right? Just relax. You have nothing to lose tonight, right? Nothing. And everything to gain. So just be yourselves, have fun, and you'll be fine.
Sometimes it's not very important to ask very serious questions, even though I told you, have them ready. If you see that that's an important woman, you can ask her, right? Certain very serious things. Tonight you can, but you can ask even just, are you nervous? Just say, oh yeah, I'm also nervous. Have you ever been to this kind of event before? Something very general to start the conversation as well. Because it may just be weird, do you want to have children, right?
Ala is so right. I had a woman come to me because this guy was at the table and had just met, right? And she comes to me after he leaves, she's like, "John, he's asking me all these questions. He wants to know if we're right together. He's told me he doesn't have much time, and he needs to know now if I can actually marry him. Like might be open to marrying him." And I just mentioned, and she's freaking out. And I'm like, "Okay, just relax. I'll talk to him." Like, dude, you have to chill. You can't be asking these women, "Oh, I don't have much time. Can you really be with me? Is this going to work?" You just met her. I mean, women want to have a little bit of what's the word? Courtship. Yes. They want you to woo them. When you're at that table, yes, there's 4 or 5 women there. You're polite to everybody, because the woman that you're interested in is really watching how you're interacting with the other women as well. And if you're just focused on that woman and you're just kind of like dismissing everybody totally, she's not going to like that, because you're right. That's not going to make her feel comfortable. So you're nice to everybody, right? But you're focused on the one that you're interested in. You should be. You should be a little bit selfish, because that's good for you, good for her, good for everybody. Because I've had guys that will talk to women and say, "Well, I don't think anybody's talking to her, so I'm going to spend my time talking to her, even though I'm not interested in her." And that's just a waste of time for everybody, including her, because somebody else probably is interested. You're monopolizing her time for no reason other than you think you're saving her or helping her, and you're not. So you have to be a little bit selfish. And I think it's great that if you feel awkward about asking her for a date right at that table, you can get up a little bit and move, especially after things loosen up, and then ask her privately with your matchmaker, "Hey, would you like to go out?" But be careful, because some of these women may leave early, right? The only time we've ever had a captive audience is when we did it on a ship and they'd have to jump overboard to get out. So this time they don't have to do that. They could actually walk out the door because maybe they got to get home early or something. So if you do like someone, all is right. It's best just to ask right away.
You too can experience the romantic adventure of a lifetime. Join men from all over the world as they take a trip and find their future brides. Interested? Learn more at
Mexico-women.com.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Then click on the notice bell to get notified every time we add something new.